So, Phlebos of the Nile, live and on stage, kept cranking along. They had me back a couple of times for minor tech adjustments and trotted me out along with other creatives for the 1000th performance. But that was all. I was adrift. I wandered the city incessantly. Got to know it a little better than most Farangs, as they call white people. Went way beyond the usual tourist route. The contrast in the city sometimes got to me. The slums and the posh coexisting mere blocks from each other. Of course, it's no different just about anywhere, but here it seemed like it stood out in high relief. And one day I met a young woman, Anong, which means beautiful in Thai, while I was in a food market trying to buy some fruits with my almost non-existent Thai. She was standing next to me and jumped in with excellent English when I ran into problems. Afterwards, I invited her for coffee. Over the next few days, we met for more coffee, always in nice places she knew about. And soon she moved in with me. I discovered this little private film society that had a 9-seat theater. Why not pitch them an idea for a lecture series about different kinds of cinema? Like maybe silence. I got a meeting with the director, and very politely he turned me down flat. Wouldn't fit with his audience, he said. But I couldn't hide away my love for the cinema. When I was kicking around town and I saw those ancient projectors running shows for people in the streets, with the smoke rising from them like volcanoes, it was like passion and meaning were about to explode. It almost overwhelmed me. I went to modern Thai movies in nice theaters with Anong, who would whisper translations and explanations of the plot in my ear, but I really didn't have much idea of what was going on. Sometimes it was obvious, but that was the exception. Anong tried to keep me from getting too frustrated. She took me up country to show me where she was from and to meet her family. It was a welcome change. But even there, I was drawn to the cinema like a fly to honey. I tried to go back to being an actor. The movie business looked like it would be impossible to break into, but I got a line on a bizarre Western show at a safari theme park. Maybe they could use a Farang to play a sheriff or a dignified old judge or something. I applied, and again, very politely, I was turned away. I gathered that part of the fun for the audience was seeing Thai people dressed up Western style and pulling these crazy tricks. A Farang would be weird to them. So I reached the end of my rope. Anong couldn't do any more for me. The cinema was my passion. If I was going to stay here in Thailand, I couldn't bear to not understand what was happening in their movies without my girlfriend at my side.
Of course you don't understand anything with those blinders you always wear, you sick ethnocentric worm. And besides, you've always been a leech, sucking on anyone's creativity that suits you.
Wait, you can't shut me up. So you want to muzzle me? I'm going to keep telling the truth, and I don't care if you're man enough to listen. Maybe you'll eventually thank me. Probably you won't, but I really don't give a damn.
I had to go home. Cheap rent, mangoes in the morning, even a good woman like Anong just weren't enough. I had to go back to my beloved cinema, which meant living with my mom again, back in the not necessarily so good old USA.